Right, so this is going to be a fairly short video, at least I hope. It's just something I found on Steam a while ago that I have been quite fond of, because when I was younger I always wanted to have them really high-tech looking desktop wallpapers. But on Steam there's this, I don't know if it's not really a game, but app, I guess, called Wallpaper Engine. And so this one you can see in the background is one of them. There are many different ones, so just to give you an example, you can go to Discover and there's all kinds of creators and stuff that make these things. So there's a few that I've got installed, which I'll go through, but I'll get the actual app thing out of the way. You can get ones for anime, if you're into anime. I am. So yeah, there's ones for abandoned cities, and I think they look really cool. I like some of the background effects. A bit of Red Dead Redemption 2, I think that is. Yeah, so you can see the trees are made to look like they're moving a little bit. There's a little bit of glare from the sun coming over. Me personally, I tend to prefer darker backgrounds, or sort of rainy backgrounds. I find them quite calming and relieving, I guess the word is. This is nice. I mean, it's not nice what's happening or happened there, but the back end sort of sound to it's quite cool and calming. So this is like an after thing. I just think it looks nice anyway. I wouldn't like to be there, of course. Another abandoned city type one. Again, the ripples in the water. It's quite nice. This looks like, a hay fever sufferer's nightmare, if that's pollen. We've got... I didn't even know I had this one, but this looks pretty cool. It's got Silent Hill vibes for me. Abandoned space station. There is so many different ones that you can look through. If you've been looking for something to do with animated backgrounds, so you don't just have to have a static desktop, there's plenty to choose from all different sort of interests and backgrounds. You've got this is a Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It sounds like it's even got the intro to it, which I actually love the Assassin's Creed franchise, despite the direction it's gone in recent times. I find the whole open world thing with millions of collectibles just to be a bit much. My favourite of the series, Assassin's Creed Revelations probably, or Assassin's Creed 2. Origins was cool as well. Some of these don't have any sort of audio behind them. This one does. Look at that. Origins. It's lovely. Sick. Again, back to anime. We've got Attack on Titan. So they've made a colossal titan with the steam coming off. It looked pretty cool. It's quite a nice green glow. Obviously, that's not really canon or anything, but it looks cool. What's this one? Yeah, the scouting regiment one. A cool looking Eren in his Titan form. Titan in the walls, if you like a bit of the Windows icon. So again, just rippling it to make it look like they're moving. So some of these don't really have a lot going on, but they do have some movement bits and at least some audio background. This is obviously season 4. Looking forward to the final part of Attack on Titan. So cool. Right, what we got here? Oh, so the city again. That was pretty cool. Just seeing the clouds moving in the wind. You get ones that are audio visualizers as well. So if you've got a YouTube going on in the background, it'll sort of visualize it for you. I think this is meant to be similar, but I haven't got anything playing in the background. So just this looks pretty cool. Just that kind of cyberpunky. I do like cyberpunk stuff. Again, rain. This is from Battlefield 4. Got Beach. I don't remember installing Beach, so that's strange. Yeah, you get bedroom ones, so like I think they call it lo-fi or lofi style bedrooms and stuff. I'd want to clean some of this up if it was my bedroom. Nice blazing panther there. Looks pretty cool. You've got a cool Eisen one. I haven't checked yet, but I think that the audio cuts off when you're doing something. So say you're watching a YouTube video, I don't think the audio will keep playing in the background. So what I mean is this stuff. So see what I mean? So you can get like ones that are just, you know, rainy effects of different chroma and stuff. This is nice. I do love the cyberpunk vibe with, you know, just the rainy cities. There's a few more Corsair ones, but I don't really have any audio playing, so I'm just going to skip them. How cool is that? Nice little fireplace. High rise in the city. Another cyberpunk one. There's so much to choose from. You can actually make little playlists as well, I think, if you want it to like cycle through, or just if you want to be able to just go to that folder and choose from them, you know, whenever you feel like it. This looks pretty cool as well. I just, you know, love the cyberpunk font. I know it got a lot of hate when it first came out, but I still enjoy the game. I haven't finished it yet, but I plan to. Cyberpunk. Couple of Death Stranding ones. For those of you who know what Death Stranding is, it's got Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. It's quite a good game, depending on your view of a good game. I enjoyed it because it was, you know, it was good for me. But most people, not most, but a lot of people thought it was like an Amazon simulator. He's like a delivery man. I do like the little clock that this has. That comes in handy. I know we have like little clocks in the bottom of our screens and stuff, but it's just nice having it on screen. There are a number of them with that available. There's another Death Stranding one, which I think looks pretty cool. It looks like an old floppy disk. That's like, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's just what we used to, you know, instead of like CDs that you put in a PlayStation, it would be like an old version of that, I suppose. Deep Space. Demon Core. There you go. For anyone who remembers the actual Digimon intro now, I don't know if you want this playing like constantly in the background of your computer. I just think it looks cool to listen to once or twice, you know. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but yeah, you get the drift. So DNA fragment reminds me a bit of Resident Evil. So Trunks dealing with Gohan's death in the future timeline. Drowning in space. Also a bit of Ed, Edd n Eddy intro as well. Again, you're not going to want to listen to this over and over and over, or even see it going in the background, but it looks cool to just see once or twice. Endeavour, the symbol of peace. Pretty cool. It's got Time, the Inception thing, playing in the background, which is quite fitting for that actual part of the series. Another one dealing with future Gohan's death. Yeah, it looks alright. It'd be better, I think, if the rain was moving as well, but, you know, it's still cool. Another future Gohan one. Reminds me of when I was younger and I used to mess around with Photoshop. I was never very good at it, but I used to mess around with the rain effects and stuff, and it always looked too much. The rain I had, or that I made, always ended up looking like the GTA 3 remake, when it was just too much. You could barely see anything. So a bit of teen Gohan, or young adult Gohan. I don't know what I think he was probably about 12 or something at this time. It's that one again. Oh yeah, this is Grand Theft Auto 5. Look how cool that looks. I mean, not that you want to lay on the floor in the rain. It's just, it looks kind of nice. You get ones like this where they're just, you know, shapes and stuff. Chilling in the rain, you know. Oh, and an all-time favourite, right? Again, it's something you wouldn't want to listen to constantly, but it's good for nostalgia. Don't you just love that? So some Itachi ones from Naruto. So that's quite a nice dark looking one. I like that. This is quite cool. Just Itachi and Kisame just in the rain. I mean, I don't think they want to sit in the rain. I don't think they're that, sad or anything. So coming up now, we've got a few from an anime I used to watch when I was a bit younger called Katekyo Hitman Reborn. So that's from the future Vongola arc. X-Banner. As I say from the beginning of this, I prefer some darker tones to my desktop, so it depends on your preference. This is from like The Last of Us, just one of the houses you go in, so it looks pretty cool. You know, like the chandeliers all kind of swinging up here. There's like a puddle of water. Just you can also get some pixelated type ones. That's not even a word. Pixelated. You can get things like Lost. You know, for those of you who remember Lost, it was one of my favourite TV shows of the mid 2000s, I think it was. Yeah, just a couple of different ones. Not cool. You can find something for everything in here. Yeah, like Lost World. You know, I think the pterodactyl coming out is a bit. It looks a bit forced, but the actual background's pretty cool. For those of you who like the Matrix, I think it's moving maybe a little bit fast. Bit Naruto there. And Naruto and Sasuke. So, when I first watched Naruto when I was younger, I used to think his name was Sasuke, but you get used to the pronunciation of the word, so Sasuke. Unless someone tells me I'm wrong again. Yeah, again, like the Neon City raindrops is pretty cool. Oh wow, that moves with my mouse. That is pretty cool. I like that. So a little gas station in the rain. You can get like the vaporwave style stuff. If you do enjoy that. An abandoned New York. So it reminds me a little bit of I Am Legend or The Division. Another cyberpunk one, which looks pretty cool. Yep, another cyberpunk one there. And I just love the aesthetic or the aesthetic, I don't know what you say it. Of the whole cyberpunk vibe. I know some people like steampunk. This is cool, but might be a little bit too pixelated for my taste. This is cool though, I like this. When I say I like things, it doesn't mean I like to be in that environment. I just like the look. No one in their right mind would want to live in such an environment. So yeah, you get some there's like Prison Break intros as well. If you're into them shows, like they'll play all the way through. But I don't want to do that because that will just take time. They've got one for each one. So some Raccoon City ones. If you love a bit of Resident Evil. So the soundtrack to this I think it is actually from Operation Raccoon City on the Xbox 360. So the thing with this one is you can see the edges kind of like come in and out, which I'm not sure if that's intentional or just an unfortunate side glitchy thing. This is cool though. It's got that kind of main hall vibe from the original Resident Evil 2. And again, love the rain. Don't like being in it. Just, when you ain't got to go anywhere. So it's Saturday morning and you ain't got to be at work or anything like that. Or even a Friday evening. Or whatever evening you're going to be free. Because, not everyone gets to have the weekends off. Or even the evenings off. This is nice. So you get these little ones as well. There's a few different versions of these. So they kind of might give people some inspiration to like move their rooms around. Um, I don't have a little sofa like that in my bedroom, but well, not sofa, it's a chair, but so it's a very nice idea though. I like the LEDs where you've seen them on, I don't know, TikTok or something before, where they light up depending on what's happening on screen. I think that's pretty cool. A bit of Razor Vortex one here, so that's pretty decent. I like that. So this is the first one you saw, and this is quite nice. It's been, you know, mysterious. So a bit of Silent Hill. This sounds and looks really cool. The only thing that can make it any cooler is if these birds were actually moving, you know. But then again, I don't remember ever really seeing crows in Silent Hill, but still, it's nice. It goes with the look of it. So that's from the film Revelations, which, you know, I think both Silent Hill films, they were good. You know, when I watch a film based on a game, or it, you know, relates to a game, I don't really think of it as like it should match the game, you know, specifically. I just see it as like it's almost like a tribute, so I enjoy it for what it is, which is why I like the Resident Evil movies, because I just liked them for what they were. I didn't expect them to be, you know, word for word and, you know, scenario to scenario for the games. So this is from the actual Silent Hill 1 movie. I thought it was pretty cool as well. I'm trying to figure out if this is from Silent Hill Downpour or it's from some sort of thing that I saw some guy made. He was making like a Silent Hill kind of tribute type thing, and it was just a gas station. I thought it looked amazing. Who's looking forward to this Silent Hill 2 remake? I am very much looking forward to it. It'll be interesting to see what the Bloober team do with it. This is a shame that this never ever became anything other than just a little play demo, really. And we've all enjoyed it. We've all played it hundreds of times. If you haven't, find a way to give it a go. You can find it online somewhere. You can even find you know, pretty much remakes of it, and, you know, from all, you know, whether that's in Minecraft, whether it's Roblox, whether it's like someone's rebuilt it on the Unreal Engine. It's worth looking into if you haven't played it. It's pretty, you know, pretty jump scary, you know. Again, another nice one if you're into rain like myself. Don't see too much going on with this one. It just looks nice, but there's a bit of movement around the lunar eclipse. This is like a 60 FPS space drive, but it just doesn't look right to me. If you enjoy it, cool. This is nice though. Although I know that it's given us the vibe that we're in space, but you wouldn't hear that. I don't think anyway. I've never been to space, so there's no point in me guessing. But I'd like to hope you didn't hear that, because that'd be very difficult to sleep in. Next, we've got a bit of Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. Sort of more of a blurred out city in the background, which is quite nice. This is from the Division 2, I believe, or at least that's what it says in the actual thing. These are just ones that I've downloaded, so, you know, there is probably hundreds, if not thousands, of others to choose from. If you find something else you're interested in, like, you know, a bit of Tokyo Raindrops. There's even Tomb Raider. You know, you've got Vegeta, you know, when he's, you know, a bit butthurt because Goku's better than him. You know, back when Goku was better than him. In recent times, I'd say, you know, Vegeta, he holds his own, you know. Again, like, this to me just reminds me of sort of me and my younger brother. You know, it's Meow Gear, that's cool. When we used to play PlayStation 2, I know it's not PS2, but they probably can't use it. I do like these retro vibe ones, but where's the VCR player? They've got a PlayStation 1. Still cool though. Again, you can get intros like the Vikings. If you haven't seen the Vikings series, it's worth a try. I enjoyed it. And the spin-off series, Vikings Valhalla, another Silent Hill one there. And a bit of Zaraki Kenpachi. Or Kenpachi Zaraki, whichever way you prefer to say it. I'm looking forward to the rest of the 1,000 Year Blood War arc. And Fenrir. Anyway, I'll leave that there. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one.